And there it was yesterday. I opened up my notifications on my phone. That's what I do. The first thing I check in the morning is I check out what comments, what content is being circulated over on our channel and all whatnot for the Cop Talk Live here. And I saw a specific comment that I was initially irritated as all shit over, and then it really shaped the course of the last 48 hours for me here. This is Cop Talk Live. I'm Dominic Izzo. I'm a retired former ex-cop out here in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. I was an active police officer from the years 2001 to 2019. I'm very passionate about the job of law enforcement. I don't back the blue. I support law enforcement, but I don't back the blue. We have an epidemic of very, very bad, problematic police officers in the United States, and it's getting worse every single day. You can check us out at coptalklive.org. You can become part of our Patreon, Cop Talk Live, and join us every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, where we do the roll calls. You guys to talk about all the issues that you're concerned about. We do our first Thursday of the month town hall meeting. It's tentative for tomorrow. I will let everybody know on the Patreon whether or not that's happening tomorrow, but those are ways you could wind up supporting us, as well as click the link in the description below this video. You could buy my book, Before the Badge, Everything You Need to Know Before you Become a Cop, available at Barnes & Noble, wordsmatterpublishing.com, and Amazon. Or you can just go to PayPal and click Cop Talk Live and support us. I don't know why. I don't know why we're supporting police, right? The comment I saw 2 days ago was from Here's the Deal YouTube channel. And he's done content on me when I did a podcast with Fit Responder. He broke that down, what we had a conversation with, and I don't care. When somebody looks at my content and breaks it down and has conversations about it, I think it's pertinent. I think it's prudent to do so because I see things through a specific lens, and people who are anti-cop or all cops are bastards or, fuck the police and all this, they have their views. And for the longest time, my view is the all cops are bastard people, even the First Amendment auditors, or the F the police crew, they hate law enforcement until I started to pay attention, and turns out they are far more patriotic, far more American, far more constitutional following than those who back the blue. And the back the blue crowd backs the police. That's it. They don't know the difference between the police and what they're supposed to do and how that goes. And it's beyond frustrating. So the comment the other day was from Here's the Deal. And he comments on one of my videos and he goes, why do you love the police? What's there to love? And I went to this, I'm typing, right? I'm angry Kermit typing on the keyboard, and I'm going into this whole, nice passive aggressive way to, blah, 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 blah. And it's like this friggin' long. I understand that, you got your views and I got my views and blah, blah, blah. And I deleted it. And I put something very simple that, I love what the honor of the representative is supposed to be and all. I don't remember what exactly I wrote, but it was a sentence long. And that fucking comment dug with me all day long because he's going, what is there to love? Why do you love the police? Why? And I couldn't come up with an answer. Every single fucking day, every day, my phone has 100 new text messages. I am backlogged on over 100 voicemails. I finally, hopefully, returned all of your text messages. It took me 2 weeks. And I'm still now got a new set to do. Voicemails, I'm still about 50 or 60 voicemails behind. Haven't even started on the emails yet or the DMs on social media. The task is insane. The amount of videos people send me every day, it's a never-ending task to expose what's going on in law enforcement. It's insane. I'm one of those guys that, I do believe in exposing the good law enforcement when it needs to be exposed. Like I backed the shooting and I went over in great detail how the officers that, I don't remember what state it was in, I think it's on the West Coast, the officers who responded to the autistic subject with a knife, they shot, that was a righteous shoot. It was a lawful shoot. And I broke it down dispassionately. No emotion involved in it, just the pragmatic aspects of the shoot and the timing and all of it. But I've also condemned shit over the years. I condemned, I don't recall his name, the man who was executed on his fucking hands and knees in the hallway by that murderous cop at the hotel. A lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. That was an execution. That was a cop who was looking for people to kill, and he murdered someone that day. The correctional officers who murdered the handcuffed black man in their care. One of them got 15 years. 15 fucking years. George Floyd. Today, it's not possible. It is impossible for any sane-minded law enforcement officer in the country to even remotely defend what Derek Chauvin did. Anybody who defends him, you have got something fucking wrong in your brain, and you need to admit that you're either a racist or your pride is so hell-bent on being, he's a criminal. To hold somebody down. I don't care if he was pressing on him, if he was in the middle of his back. I don't care if he was sucking his cock for 9 minutes. There was no justifiable reason to hold that position for 9 minutes. But everybody, you don't understand. You don't understand. Yeah, I do understand. We have a very serious problem in law enforcement. The people still today and it's going to be years later, who are defending the cops who punched and beat the shit out of William McNeil. There's something fucking wrong with you. There is something fundamentally wrong with you, and you have to start assessing, why do I back the police? Literally. Why? Every single day we see something new. We see something's going on with Harris County. I have got to get Joe Dana on a podcast interview. He's running for sheriff. Harris County and Shreveport are two agencies that there is, how the federal government has not stepped in. Lee County too. Lee County with your sheriff. There is something fucking, that man is psychotic. The sheriff of Lee County, Mercutio or Mercado, whatever his name is, he is a psychopath. There's something wrong with him. His latest video on social media, jumpsuits are red. I've got it in this video. You'll see it in a few minutes. Never mind, I'll hold it. You got Sheriff Grady Judd, who just forget about a due process. We need to vilify criminals who have the presumption of innocence before they even see trial, and we're going to make sure they happen that here in Polk County. You've got all the people who are still defending the cops of who beat the shit out of William McNeil. You've got all the Harris County female ape shit cop who pointed a gun off duty at some man, and she just got fired or suspended. No criminal charges. I went to do balance in this video, this presentation that I wanted to do tonight. And part of it was I wanted to show the absolute joke of a fucking clown show law enforcement has become. But beforehand, I wanted to show a lot of the issues and incidents that were serious as shit. Like Mustang Police and the female cop who shoots a man with a pair of gloves and murders him. Nothing happened. Harris County, female deputy, Barbosa, I believe her name is, still employed, no criminal charges. She murders a man at a gas station. Nothing happens. Blows me away. Again, Daniel Shriver, who was on his knees begging the cop. Cop wants him to cross his legs while in a kneeling position, hands on all fours. Then he goes flat down. He's supposed to bring himself up while his legs are crossed. And the guy goes to pick his shorts up because he's dragging his shorts by his knees. And he's fucking murdered by the police. Nothing happened. I found so many use of force videos that are defended by the public to this day, instead of the police and the public coming together and going, this is wrong. This is wrong. We cannot accept this. We have to do better for our law enforcement. I didn't have enough time, didn't have enough space. The editing of this joke of a fucking clown show that your law enforcement has become, that's what I stuck with. It took me 2 days to edit. I had to trim a bunch of shit. I had over 2.5 hours of footage, and I had to throw away. I got it down to 23 minutes. Thank God. But I could not believe how much fucking footage I have of how bad cops are. Yeah, we have a problem with law enforcement in America today. They do not deserve respect. They do not deserve trust. All the people call me a blue falcon. Fine. I don't want any part of American law enforcement today until they wind up stopping and saying, we have a problem. We need to do better. Because I'm going to tell you flat out who I blame. Because the recent trend is everyone was talking about the didn't get cracked video, right? They didn't get cracked trend, and I'll show you this. A bunch of female cops and male cops were filming videos about didn't get cracked last night, didn't get fucked last night, and everybody's getting a ticket now. And I did a video on that like 2 weeks ago. And one woman has the spotlight now. I believe she's also in Texas. One woman is being vilified, and I don't blame her because she's just a fucking lemming who doesn't know any better. And the amount of cops who are in my DMs, it's bad, brother. You need to look at this department, brother. You need to look at our department, brother. That's the male cops. And the female cops who are DMing me, going, this makes us all look bad, this and that. What? No. Every active police officer today who hides behind a fake Instagram or Facebook profile, who comments, who is too much of a fucking coward to come out and expose your real name, your real department, where you work because you're afraid of department discipline, you are the ones that are allowing what is going on today. You are the ones who are deserving of the hate that you're getting across the board from America. Well, Izzo, we don't have officers like that in our department who are filming didn't get cracked video trends and they're making us look bad. It doesn't make a difference. What you do in your town is reflective of a town 2,000 miles away. And that town 2,000 miles away reflects you as well, too. You can't all want the honor, the pomp, the bagpipes, the thank you for your service. When a New York cop dies and you're all the way in the southern tip of California and you had no contact with that cop, you never even knew who they were until their name was plastered across the fucking news. But now all of a sudden when people walk up to you when you're getting your coffee and you go, officer, thank you for your service, because they're recognizing the cop who dies in New York, now all of a sudden you want that brotherhood. You want the solidarity. But when it comes down to that same cop doing something stupid, well, that's not all of us. Can't have it both ways. Can't have it both ways. It's been my experience in the last several years that most of you cops out there are cowards. You run to the gunfire. That's fine. But when it comes to your own shit, your own department, you're a bunch of giant fucking cowards. You hide. You talk tough in the comment section. You hide behind fake profiles, and then you send me DMs after you've lambasted me fucking talking about my history, and then you say, listen, brother, you just know what's going on. No, you're a fucking pussy. Because you're too afraid to talk about the shit because you're worried about your commander, your lieutenant, your sergeant putting the target on your back. And, oh, you've got a mortgage to pay for. You got a Harley payment. You got 2 cars, a bunch of kids, and a wife who just you can't afford to fucking lose in a divorce, which takes half. I have no sympathy for any of you whatsoever because I went through that and I lost everything. Lost the girlfriend, lost where I had to live, had to fucking suck it up back in town where I went from making what I made down to fucking $120 a week. Had to have my family bail me out for 3 fucking years because I believed in fighting the good fight. And everyone turned their back on me until my name was cleared, right? So I don't have an ounce of respect for you doing that. All you females, you fucking women who, and I've had conversations with at least 5 female social media influencers. And I've said, we need a woman to step up and say, fuck Izzo. I'm going to show him what a real fucking female cop is. And I'm going to lead the charge across America to give these women a role model to go after instead of doing a lip syncing video on my fucking car talking about my hair care routine. None of you want to do it. None of you want to do it. But you'll all bitch in my comment section about how the broads who are doing this shit now make you all look bad. You're just as guilty. Post a selfie with your uniform and your fucking fitness routine and your bikini and you're just as fucking bad. So no, I don't support any of you. I do not back the blue. I support to come full circle to talk about here's the deal. Here's the deal put me on the fucking spot. I can't articulate what I love about the police anymore. I can't. Because this problem is a fucking whack-a-mole. You think you have one thing and then nothing, and fucking next thing you know, 2 fucking cops are out there doing something stupid. They don't know what the fucking First Amendment is. Or some dumbass fucking cop emails me with his name and says, well, I ID people as precursors of crime, criminal activity. You don't know what crime somebody committed if you don't identify them. And I go, did you just publicly admit that? Well, yeah, we all do it. Hey, what department are you from? I don't want to say. We have an insanely broken fucking American police force, and they don't deserve an ounce of respect at all. They have to earn it back. I don't know if you guys can. For all of you out there who keep saying, why don't you ever focus any good cop shit? Why don't you ever sit there and play? That's your fucking job. Literally. Your job is to go to keep the peace, maintain order in a free society, go home alive that day, but in the same breath, you're supposed to keep the public safe. Oh, my safety is paramount when it comes to the public. No, motherfucker, that's not the oath you swore to. I'm sorry. Even Joe Shit the Ragman, who's a criminal, is presumed innocent, and your job is to serve them to the best of your ability. But America doesn't like that anymore now, does it? There's no integrity in this job. There's no honor in this job. There's no service. It's self-serving. Cops do not deserve respect. We saw it. And this is a reminder for the American public. You saw this during the lockdowns. You saw Patriot Barbie, Lindsey Graham, not the fucking the piece of shit senator. You saw Patriot Barbie getting arrested and harassed out of her hair salon, having to pick up her family, pack and move them out of the state that she was in. You saw Ian Smith, who defied a governor, and it was the police who arrested him. The police who fucking harassed him. Police who fucking dinged him and got arrested him when he left the street. You saw that. How many people did we see who were on the beaches of fucking Santa Cruz? My friend who's in Santa Cruz would send videos saying, we just got stopped. We were on the beach. Nobody was there. Cops came up and fucking yelled at us, harassed us. How many people in churches were chased out? How many of you admitted online when I posed the question, how many of you are doing just to keep your paycheck? Well, you don't know what it's like, Izzo. You left the job. You don't have to worry about a family. You guys followed mandates. The country would have gone on completely fucking fine if you had all stood up in solidarity and say no. But there's no solidarity with cops. It's only at police funerals, and it's only when somebody, no, it's not even when somebody has a target on their back. Some of you have yet to figure out or see police discipline, how your brothers in blue will fucking pull Homer Simpsons in the bushes so fucking fast when you need them. You're going to be like a leper with radioactive fucking cancer. It's insane how you guys have not learned that yet. But this is it. You guys betrayed America in 2001 or 2021 until 2023. And then all of a sudden, you acted like we forgot about that, right? Well, it wasn't them who was enforcing it, right? That's why people were afraid to go to Starbucks, because all the Starbucks employees had to do was yell that you weren't wearing a mask. And who showed up? The boys in blue. Village hall meetings. You guys stood there. You guys obeyed your mayors, your school teacher boards, the parents who were going up and challenging the mayor. And you followed the orders like good little fucking boys, good little lapdogs who earn those paychecks. Very good. You don't know what the First Amendment is. You have no idea what criminal trespass to property is. You have let this job go to the wayside because A, you're more fucking focused on your social media, and B, you're being trained by fucking losers who have no idea what they're doing. This has to change. I don't know how it's going to change. But again, I got put on the spot by Here's the Deal and his YouTube channel. Why do you love cops? Why do you love police? I don't fucking know anymore. I don't. I was on my way home the other day. I had to run out to get my brakes done, and I take it to an auto place about an hour from my house because it's that fucking good. Karsten's Auto in Marengo, if you're in Illinois. I live in Hoffman Estates. I will drive an hour and 15 minutes to have them do my car work because it's fucking fantastic. And as I'm going through Algonquin, I'm at a light at Algonquin Road, and there's a cop next to me. And I got my cigar, and I'm talking to Rachel on the phone, and I hear my name called. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I look to the side. He's like, follow you. I agree with you. Love your stuff. And I'm always worried. You know, I am like, hey, as long as I don't piss you off. He goes, no, be safe. There you go. I know that there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of you that are the majority that do the job right. But if there's 800,000 active police officers in America, even 100,000 of the bad ones are the ones that are getting taken all the credit for what American policing is because of your silence. Your silence. You are too afraid of your command staff. You're too worried about your paycheck. You're too worried about your power. You're too worried about not doing the right thing, and you're not honoring your oath. You swore to uphold the Constitution, and you know how it's being violated every single day because you're worried about the department policy for harassment. If you see John Doe, the new cop who's doing something stupid on a traffic stop, and you go ahead and counsel him, but you know he's going to go cry to your sergeant, and next thing you know, you're going to have a see me memo. You're afraid of it because I was afraid too. I went through the same thing. I don't know how to fix this problem, and I don't care about any of your fucking opinions. I really don't. I truly believe that the totality of law enforcement is full of corrupt, bad, no more bad apples. The orchard is rotten. You cops are proving it by keeping your fucking mouths shut, by staying anonymous in the comment section because of fear of retaliation or being doxxed or somebody showing up at your house fucking with you're going to be like Brian Fahey and all this shit. Your fear has destroyed the public trust in America and has destroyed the integrity behind that title of officer in front of your fucking name. You do not deserve respect. You do not deserve honor. You do not deserve backing. And until the American police officer as a profession in totality stands up and says, we will not allow this to happen, and you challenge your command, you challenge your mayors, you challenge your sheriffs, until this happens, you can't be backed. You are the enemy of the American citizen. You are, until you prove that you deserve our support and our trust. And right now, the only thing that's saving grace right now, until America realizes this, is the Second Amendment. That's it. I don't want to see that happen, but that's the only fucking thing standing between you, your jobs, and America actually taking over and policing itself back to the way that it should be done. I don't want to see it happen. I don't. We'll see it. I want to go the other end of the spectrum. Because what we do have is we have a shit ton of cops who are abusing use of force. Don't know what the First Amendment is. Don't know what the Fourth Amendment is. Don't know that you can, if McDonald's asks you to get somebody out of their bathroom because they're taking a shit and they didn't do anything, no crime was committed, you can't order them to give your ID. And when they say no, you can't put them in handcuffs. You can't beat the shit out of them because you don't know how to put them in handcuffs, and you can't kill them. All because your pride. I need your ID. I need your ID. Give me your ID. I don't know why you guys are this unintelligent. I don't. But if you guys don't know what the First Amendment is, you don't know what the Fourth Amendment is, you don't know how to articulate shit, and when that goes to the wayside, you act like overgrown fucking toddlers and you beat the shit out of people, you are the fucking enemy of us all. Be better. Rise above it. This is the other end of the spectrum. I started looking back on when I started really going at law enforcement videos to expose the TikTok generation of cop. These are children who do not do the job for serving the public. They do the job so that their voice will now be heard, because we have gay cops, black cops, Muslim cops, lesbian cops, Christian cops, Bible reading cops who didn't have any level of importance before on their social media power until they wore a uniform. Now all of a sudden people listen to them, and departments are allowing this. This is the biggest cancer in America today, and people need to pay attention, because every time you back this shit, you are backing somebody who's going to show up, and you are fucked if you actually need your job done.
T-shirt, she's cheer captain, and I'm on the bleed.
Grown fucking man singing Taylor Swift in his squad car, in his uniform, and everybody is like, he's got a lunch break. It doesn't make a damn bit of difference. Something's happening in your town. You're waiting for the follow-up for your bike to be, your stolen bike to be done. You're waiting for, hey, anybody ever find out who egged our house? You guys are going door to door, canvassing all the door cameras, maybe the ring cameras. No, you get fucking dumbasses like this moron in his car singing Taylor Swift, representing your agency. And you guys think this is cute. You guys think this is...
Wonder what this feels like.
This is American policing. Or here, this fucking clown who actively shows, let's talk about the force I use on people and make fun of it.
Ow! That hurts. My God, is that what I've been doing to people?
Hello.
Today is a very special day for two reasons. The number one reason is that it is Transgender Day of Visibility. And I want to take a moment to recognize the few trans people who work for a law enforcement agency.
Imagine if you're a fucking citizen and you are holding your phone. This is an LAPD mariachi detective who I called him out, tagged him in this video. He doesn't give a shit. His brother, his machismo, anus-licking brother, DM'd me or commented on this shit too. If you're a citizen, you're getting arrested for this. You're getting arrested for operating a vehicle, one hand on a coffee, one hand on your phone, he's representing his badge, driving. This man, I kind of wish in a morbid way, he would have killed a family of 4 just to gain attention to this. But if you did this, no, you're fine. Trans cop. This is what's important in America. I'm so fucked up. I don't even know what my gender is. I'm going to feature it because somebody gave me a uniform. I'm going to be all now important, but I don't know. How do we know? How can we entrust somebody who's trans to know what the fucking law is and discern what that is? Now, my best friend, for those who do know, my fucking best friend is a trans woman. And she has said several times, I'm a biological male who chooses to live my life as a female. I am not a female. She's sane. People who cannot acknowledge that are fucking insane, and you're going to give them the authority to arrest you and cite you, and you'll submit to them? Insane. This is fucking insane.
I'm loving it.
Please don't come over here. Please don't come over here. Please don't come over here.
Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking moon. Raj.
This is American policing today. This is what we have on the street.
My pupils into my soul and says harder. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, excuse me?
Hey. Things you need in your life that you didn't know you needed, check.
These are the cops on your street. Here's the lyrics of the Shreveport one that got some discipline. She's one of a few Shreveport rat shit, black ghetto behavior. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I'm going to say this because I will target America right now. Here's her lyrics, niggas, as a cop. I don't know where we got so desperate for black culture to be interwoven in law enforcement that what we're doing now is we're taking that ratchet, ghetto, thug, rap music culture, and you're bringing it into law enforcement. These men and women can't speak proper English. They can't. Fidna, dat, wah, the inability to discern what they're saying when they're on scene. I would only love to read how many of the black culture we have represented in law enforcement, their reports. How much it can't be, you cannot probably translate the grammatical usage of the words these men and women are bringing into the culture based on Cardi B speech. Can't, but we honor it and we celebrate it. No, this exclusive branch, this subculture, this funnel of black America has infiltrated law enforcement, and it's insane. I don't trust it as a white man from somebody who they've been taught to vilify, and apparently as a white conservative that I lean towards, I'm the problem for. I don't expect to get treated by a black cop in America right now with the culture that they are bringing into law enforcement fairly at all. And you know what their excuse will be? Well, now you know how we feel. No, black culture right now in law enforcement is insanely dangerous.
What the fuck? I'm the biggest in it, big forward now.
Then we do skits, right? We got to take our time in our squad car, film skits, right? Use the uniform.
Headphones. He said, can he get some head from you?
He said headphones.
Oh, I thought he said head from you.
And then we got to sit there and show that we're a badass female who could put on the uniform.
Have your insurance ready. Oh, yeah. Even if it's a screenshot.
Driving, looking into a phone, while this is the exact same thing that she would pull somebody else over for.
None of this.
This is now an active sergeant. This is a sergeant of a police department. It's unbelievable. Keep celebrating the culture. Keep embarrassing yourself. All of a sudden, we want to mock the profession. Well, let's make fun of the profession. And let's put it up online and celebrate it. Why I'm always late to roll call? Because I'm a whore. And I'm pimping myself out. Get a badge. This is what I do. I don't understand at all.
A large department as a trans and omnisexual woman often leaves me feeling like a sort of ambassador.
I've been through this.
Again, we have to take time in our squad car, our government-paid squad car, to film videos. Hey, let's make a mockery of me and sexualize myself. This one went fucking 4 million views on this video I put up online. I don't get this at all. I don't get. This is your American cop. They are so busy
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
doing shit like this on duty, but you expect them to know the law. Narcissism at its absolute finest. I went through 2.5 hours of footage. This is what they do.
And that's how she wrote.
People used to sit there and...
It's one of them days.
This is a sergeant of a police department.
Girl go.
A sergeant of a police department in her squad
I
car.
wanna take it out on you. Just one of them days. Don't take it personal. I just wanna be all alone. You think I'll treat you wrong? Don't take it personal.
I'm blown away at how we're still allowing females on duty when your menstrual cycle, your hormone dump causes you to do something like this and throws a mental imbalance to your head that shows you are the most dangerous thing on the street. You cannot be trusted with a firearm or the ability to wind up taking somebody's freedom or life. This black female sergeant just proved it. She is going to kill someone someday and she'll be lawfully justified. Lawfully justified. And it'll be at the whim of her mood because you heard her. Just one of those days she wants to be left alone until somebody comes up knocking on the window and begs for her to help. What kind of effort is she going to put into the job? She just said she wants to be left alone. She's going to answer the radio when needed. If you're another cop working in her department, she just said she wants to be left alone and you need backup. Will she show up on time? Or will you face the gunfire of somebody that's trying to ambush you alone because she just wants to be alone and she said it? The amount of evidence these dangerous, brain-dead people are leaving online, it's astonishing. People, when I first started doing the TikTok cop exposures, kept telling me, "You're what are you bullying them for? You're just bitter. You're just a bully. You're just that." And there's not that many of them. I had to stop because I could not I would have had 10 hours worth of content that I had to edit down with the amount of TikTok cop bullshit that there is out there. It's an epidemic in America. More, let's bring out the black ghetto thug culture where you're dancing on duty. How about lesbianism?
That's the way I like it.
You're on duty. You got to talk about licking your lips and being a bull dyke on duty. That's more important. What happens when somebody comes up and says, "Officer, I need something"? Can't you see? I'm singing into the camera, licking my lips because I'm a masculine. I'm a masculine lesbian that's got to sit there and show you, baby, you can count on me. This has destroyed the profession. These people, the narcissism of which I am a narcissist. So do not think I cannot spot my own. I'm an attention whore. So I know what they're doing. You get the mic. Well, nobody's going to listen to you unless you have a shtick. You need that uniform. You need that badge. Now all of a sudden you're feeding into me. I'm important because I'm going to talk about my LGBTQ issues, my trans issues, my black issues. And you're going to pay attention to me because I got a badge. And if you don't, God only knows what I'm going to do to you. Because I can.
Stressing every second that I waste.
Grown men doing this shit.
that I'm going through a stage. Yeah, it's not a fuck.
What's he gonna do on domestic call?
Okay, motherfucker, now you got my attention.
Unbelievable. The female cops in America. I'm gonna go to the gas station and we got a trend. You put your phone on the ground. I've got my blue lights flashing behind me. She's at a fucking gas station on duty. Takes her phone out to film a video because all these women stitched this together on the public fucking dime, and somebody's going to edit this. All of them on duty, leveraging their fucking squad cars, leveraging their uniforms. This is what they do. But we got to humanize the badge. They could have been on break. You don't get a fucking break when you work for the public. Unreal what we are allowing, what you're allowing, what you active cops are fucking allowing right now on duty by staying silent and sliding into my DMs saying, well, you need to expose this one, brother. No, you need to get off your ass and do something. You need to. It's not my fucking job, it's yours.
This is going to piss you off. It's so much fun. So, and it's early in the morning or late at night. Oh, these are my favorite. When you're driving and you're coming at me and you know, we pass each other like such, I like to hit my brakes. Yeah, especially early in the morning when you're running late to work, you're speeding, you know you're speeding, I caught you speeding. I just like to hit my brakes. Get the blood flowing, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Really, I'm helping you out if you think about it. Getting your blood flowing, getting you ready for work. I just like to hit my brakes. Scare you a little.
What are you backing? What are you backing the blue? What are you supporting? Grown men and women who, we have one side who are committing some of the most heinous crimes against people and getting away with it under the color of law and qualified immunity and perception of Graham v. Connor and he shouldn't have resisted. Then you got the people in the middle, both cops and cop supporters, who say, well, shouldn't have resisted. There's no humanity. They want the fucking human side, right? They want the humanity, but they don't want to humanize the people they serve. Right? Cops get drunk. Cops are the worst abusers of alcohol I've ever known, I've ever met. They drive drunk all the fucking time. They're the worst abusers of DUIs. But we don't ever want to talk about the citizen who gets drunk because they're having a bad fucking day. Or the victimless crimes of personal consumption of narcotics, which I don't give a shit. Smoke all the weed you want. Blow all the heroin you want up your fucking arms. I don't care as long as you're not hurting anybody and anybody's ever said that anybody who does any type of depressant drug commits crimes. You're out of your mind. You're a liar. You're a fucking liar. I don't care if it destroys families and shit. Let them. That's their point. But what do we do as cops? We got to fucking get that son of a bitch. We got to ruin them for drugs and weed and driving on a license suspended. All the victimless crimes in America that cops will beat the shit and kill people for because they're good lapdog servants. I was too. I was fucking too. Then you got these clowns who are on TikTok that you're humanizing because they're your heroes. These are the ones we back who are breaking fucking laws, driving while filming, on duty, wasting taxpayer time, filming videos that could take an hour to fucking edit, upload, do the right way, but you see no problem with it. Or admitting they like to abuse their power to fuck with you.
Also, when I'm sitting and I'm running speed traffic and I gotta go somewhere else, if I want to go to the gas station or grab a snacky or something, I'll wait. I'll wait till you come by. I don't care how
this
far
is what you're
back.
backing.
If you're 2 miles back, I'm waiting on you. And then as soon as you pass me, I'm going to pull out. That's what I'm going to do.
Wait a second. You get to carry a gun. You get to drive fast. If people get out of line, you get to rough them up. And that's the job? I'm like, sign me up.
Then you got your sheriffs, right? America's favorite sheriffs. Mark Lamb was no longer a sheriff. The current sheriff who just got elected, Teeple, T-E-E-P-L, Ross Teeple, who just commented and DM'd me privately that I'm blowing it out of proportion when cops break the law. But again, he says that's part of my persona to sensationalize it. But here you have his predecessor from Pinell County, Frank Sloop's county, right? Frank Sloop, Brady violation, who talks to people like they're pieces of shit on every traffic stop. Frank Sloop's girlfriend, who also is a Pinell County deputy, who threatened me to expose all of my sext messages And then you've got God knows who else in there. You have the sheriff, who became a sheriff to rough people up. This is what you back. This is what you back in America, because you sit while taking a shit, going through your social media, watching other people get the living fuck kicked out of them on traffic stops, and you're like, back to blue until it happens to you.
Don't call me.
I'm gonna call you. But if you come by, I won't call you. Okay?
You imagine being a citizen and watching 3 fucking grown men in uniform filming a video. Could you imagine walking up to them saying, "Are you guys on duty? Why are you wearing your uniform? Why are you using your guns as toys, your handcuffs as props, your uniforms as costumes? You work for me. I pay taxes." Can you imagine what they'd probably fucking do to you? Because they have the power to.
Okay? Don't ever come by here. Okay?
Grown men in their squads doing this.
That's my type. That's my type. That's my
Unbelievable. Oh, filming. Let's get a production crew. And let's go ahead. Oh, we got to hit the lights. Right? This is what they do on duty. Black ghetto culture brought into law enforcement. Don't know what the purpose of this is.
Happiness isn't about...
This guy, the most recent Chicago police officer who was shot and killed, was shot by this man who's a police officer. I have to wonder. I don't know her name. I have no idea what her record is like or what she was like as a police officer. I don't arbitrarily honor a cop because when they were fallen, because I have no idea what the quality of human being they were like. I don't know if they harassed citizens. I don't know if they jammed people up. I don't know if they made shit up, manufactured lies. I have no idea. So you'll never see me share. I never share fallen cops on my social media because I don't know what they were like as fucking human beings. But this man, maybe if he spent less time trying to be a social media star, maybe he would have had better pistol skills and better proficiency levels, and he wouldn't have murdered his coworker. To my knowledge, he's still employed. But if that was you, John Q. citizen, and you accidentally shot somebody in your home as you heard a bump in the night, you know exactly what would happen to you. The state would find every charge possible, seize your guns, throw you in prison until your court date, and it would take 2-3 years to get your guns back if you were found innocent. You know how it goes.
It's easy to keep chasing.
I'm gonna go throw up.
Man, I be that
Same
pretty
cop.
motherfucker.
Same cop who murdered his Chicago police partner.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, ASAP.
Thank you, sir.
Have you ever noticed, even though you're training, you're not
This
losing
cop.
fat? You're not broken. You're just burned out. I see this all the time with a lot of first responders. And the problem is that you're under eating and you're under...
So Sergeant Millington, former Sergeant Millington, she was just arrested and fired from her department for DUI. So maybe if she spent less time on social media trying to pimp her fitness business and actually more time focusing on the integrity of the job, she would have thought better about drinking and driving. But she clearly drunk and drove because she knew she could get away with it, or so she thought. Props to whoever arrested her. Props to whoever arrested her. But you know, it wasn't the first time. So she just got fired, thank God, and was arrested for DUI.
recovering, and that is keeping you from losing fat.
Come and go.
What is this thing? What is this plump lip thing?
With my twin, we be vibing. Plus a bitch, but they know I be outside.
Well, I don't get this thing either. This is an active police officer who can take your freedom or life if she articulates.
That was rude. That was pretty.
Could you imagine interrupting her? Oh, well, it blows me away. Or then this one kills me. The Mother's Day. Let's talk about use of force, deadly force on Mother's Day, with how many probably sons that cops have murdered throughout the years. And hey, let's celebrate that and wish you a happy Mother's Day by using our deadly force principle training to honor you.
Money. So, Frank, you know you got it bad when you look at something and you're just like, please ruin my life.
All right, Hillbilly Jane here is going to go on tirades. This is what she does on duty in her car posting on social media. Again, you taxpayers, you pay for this. You back the blue supporters. What's the big deal? Wait until you interrupt her. Wait until she's got something better to do. They has to answer a call. Think about it. Even if it's something that's, you call 911, I don't care what it is. Teenager drove across your lawn on their bike and tore up your grass. It's important to you. What's her response time going to be when she gets that dispatch call, knowing she's in the middle of doing content? And if she's in the middle of doing content, how could she focus on the radio? So if you're a cop who's a coworker, how can you depend on her to focus? I've seen some cops on social media who cover up their mic when they're doing a TikTok video or turn it down. It's unreal.
Respectfully, please ruin my life. Lord have mercy. I was just going to let y'all know, the one thing that they don't teach at the academy is how to round up cows. Bless it. I think that I chase somebody's cow every day. It's like, shh, go ahead, cowgirl. I was just going to... I don't get it. Why?
So the post was that she responded to, can you shave the stubble off your legs so I can use pepper on my scrambled eggs? So she's going to sexualize herself on duty, feeding in the narcissism, feeding in that dopamine hit, while you guys are all paying for her salary.
Like, how does this even make any sense?
This is Jason White, my husband of...
Now, let's not forget, too, if you've got your social issue, whatever's important to you, now it's important when you put on your uniform so other people listen.
12, 13 years? Close enough. Forever.
I'm so happy you guys suck each other's dicks.
He is
really
a detective lieutenant at the same police department that I'm at. We're both part-time officers. We both, we run a business together. He's been a police officer, though, for 27 years?
Yes, working on 28.
28 years. So he's the person that I call whenever I...
Was your uniform needed? This is the only way they get attention and validation for what is important to them. And it's not just the gays. It's anybody. There's Catholics on here. There's Christians. There's whites. There's it doesn't matter what it is. They do not take the job. This era of law enforcement doesn't take the job to do the job. They take the job so that you will see them as important. That's the only reason they're doing this job.
I need help with something when I'm being a police officer, but it's rare because
every hour on the hour. Pretty much.
This is insane. How this fucking broad could be ragdolled by anybody. We're supposed to take her seriously as a cop? Who thought this was a good idea for their agency? Unbelievable.
Basically, this how the girl be. Where?
Who is she going to stop? Who's going to take her seriously? Hey, I'm on Midnights on board. Let's do some more social media content. You can't respect these people. You can't. You cannot show any of these cops respect whatsoever. They do not deserve it. There is nothing honorable about them. Let's dance. This is the biggest problem I have with this is a job where it's a 90% chance that when you interact with a cop, that it's going to turn out bad for you in some way. You call them because somebody stole from you. You're in a car accident. Something is bad. You got the shit beat out of you, a domestic problem. It's bad to begin with. And they show up. Somebody's going to get a ticket. Somebody's going to get arrested. Somebody's going to go into handcuffs. Somebody's going to get injured. Somebody's going to get shot and killed. And with that amount of reverence that is needed behind the authority that they have, a massive amount, an insurmountable amount of respect that needs to be brought to the badge by these men and women needs to be founded in stoicism. But here's what they do.
And I was like, cool. So now what's the problem?
This is what we do in law enforcement. Because at any time while they're making a mockery of this profession, showing who they are, what they look like, they're going to stop, and then your freedom is gone. Your rights are gone. Your life is gone.
Very hoe, you thought I was playing when I said stop playing with me, but I wasn't.
It's what we do on duties. On duty, we fuck around with our toys. Let's dance. Let's make a mockery of this profession together. And you guys are going to sit through this.
To the best lip combo ever. So I always do Tarte. I'm a Tarte girly. This one's going to be Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip, and it's going to be in shade Rose.
This woman is no longer a cop, thank God. And I think right now she's in the process of potentially being hired with Hollywood, California police. If you hire her, you fucking are the dumbest agency in America for doing this. She quit. She quit this job to go do one of those reality TV shows. And she was on for one episode. She's not a cop anymore. But when she was a cop, she did lip gloss videos. Did videos on energy drinks. And you're supposed to take this seriously when this person shows up and orders you to put your hands behind your back. You right now who are watching this, you will fucking watch all of this and suffer. Because you need to know how this is an epidemic. This is a problem across America. This is only 23 minutes worth of footage. I had 2.5 hours I'd trim this down from. You need to see how bad this is across America.
It's this like really pretty, kind of like pinky, but it doesn't look pink on my lips. It's kind of like nude. And then I use this liner. I always start with the liner, and this one's going to be blush pink, and it's also Tarte. It's so messy. I use it so much, and then sometimes I leave them in my car and they like melt. It's not a good habit. Don't do that because these are like very expensive, but I leave them in my car anyway. You can actually get the bundle off TikTok Shop. I got a bundle. It was like $150 and it was like 15 of them. It came in a whole set. But yeah, these are my go-to.
Unfucking believable. But this is what you back. This is the blue. Hey, let's check your warrant for extra warrants. Let's fuck around and abuse our authority and film it. Let's make a mockery of this profession. Oh, this is fantastic.
You are my fire, the one desire.
Believe when I say
I want it that way.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Tell me why.
I never want to hear you say I want it that way.
These are one of my favorites. The captions on this one. Other officers. I got into law enforcement because my family has always been in law enforcement. That's what it is. Then they do this trend. This was the movie Bring It On. And here's her response. I came from a family of felons and wanted to change the cycle for my family. So she's from a family of criminals. We're going to hire this. We trust this thing, and many other women did this too. We trust this woman with a badge and authority when she's admitting she comes from a family of fucking felonious criminals. Now, due process, innocent until proven guilty, I get it. How are you this stupid to admit it?
I transferred from Los Angeles. Your school has no...
It blows me away. They have no shame at all. What's in my... Hey, I've got nothing better to do. Let's pull off to the side of my squad car and go through what's in my pocket. This is insane. They film themselves thinking every thought out there.
No, it had to be ugly to be the police. I mean, what did you want me to do? Be a stripper? I mean, there's nothing wrong with strippers, but I don't know. I just didn't choose that life. I mean, I probably should have because they make more money anyways, but...
Girls, come on. Leave the saving of the world to the men? I don't think so.
Got to lip sync. We got to do whatever we can to get attention.
Quit my job earlier today, and then I had a snack and some water, and I think I can stick it out till retirement now.
Let's go in the bathroom. Let's do our hair. Let's just stand there, use the fucking uniform as a prop. Let's gloat about being a female cop and say, go ahead and hit me when you know that you're going to be picking your teeth up off the ground after a guy comes up and cleans up your fucking mess. More rat shit, black ghetto behavior for law enforcement because we just can't discern properly how to behave.
Please. May I have the 521, please?
Upwards of, I don't know, like maybe close to 10 times.
Impressive.
The uniform is a prop for these children. This is, who says you can't be fine and solve every crime? This woman decided to do a photo shoot with her badger. And here she's driving as a detective. And she's breaking the law. More idiot behavior. Just because I'm a police officer doesn't mean, oh God, fuck it. They film everything. Everything. More on duty ghetto behavior. No integrity. Nothing at all. Who does this? Black culture. Get your shit together. Oh, this clown. This guy is seducing a can of Red Bull in his squad car. God only knows what she's talking about. But they film every single fucking comment.
Real quick, while I have a minute, I have been asked a lot if I'm a real police officer, and the answer to that is yes. I've been an officer for 3.5 years, full-time, in Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I'm a municipal cop, which municipal is city, borough, township cop. You know, I think a lot of the doubt comes because I have facial hair, because I have a mullet. You know, we have, sorry, got into the ring light there, but I have a polo shirt with patches in the exterior vest because I have tan BDU pants. But just because I have these things does not make me not a real police officer.
And I said, well, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And then I said, how hard can it be?
This, I actually posted this a while ago, and this agency wiped their TikTok off the web. Again, more nonstop narcissistic behavior that they film online. Fucking.
They not like us.
Oh my God. Every single fucking day. It's an endless. It's nonstop on social media. Nonstop. Grown man. Lip syncing to God knows what in his fucking squad car.
Where a female took glasses off of the dude's face and refuses to give them back.
More children online taking time out of their squad car. Government property in the background, dancing like a fucking clown. Hey, more narcissism. This is what you back. This is what you guys are backing. I don't know what you're backing.
Because it's iconic. And I love to do iconic shit.
I'm really living a double life. Like, these people in this job don't know me.
Bragging that you don't have integrity.
I wonder what they think I act like outside of work. I am Hannah Montana.
What you just said.
This is a chief of police.
Most insanely
this is a fucking chief of police.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything.
That's a female.
That could be considered a
chief of police. More. We're gonna play. Oh my God. You know what she's gonna do? She's got a body camera. Oh, it's Mike from Copville OG's favorite officer right here. Again, this one kills me. What kind of fucking class is this? Chief of fucking police. Chief of fucking police in here. Imagine setting up your fucking phone and filming this.
Kick him in the crotch.
Everything is about their fucking self-serving narcissism. Didn't get cracked last night. Everyone's getting tickets. This is what you guys support.
114 dispatch. Can I get a hiya to start our morning off? Beginning mileage will be 17852. Again, 17852.
Unbelievable. Here's the guys doing the whole didn't get cracked last night. Everyone's getting a ticket. Didn't get, and cracked is getting, is slang for getting laid. So they didn't get laid last night, so you're getting a ticket.
Bored because I don't recall the traffic stop.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how you guys are justifying this shit right now. This guy is he's a Christian, and he does Bible study on fucking duty. Bible study on duty. Yeah, that's integrity. More ghetto behavior. You're using that uniform as a prop. I just... Oh, here's the clown from the first one. Got a lip sync. This is what you guys want, man. I just... I don't get this. This is your law enforcement in America.
Law enforcement, you know the struggle of trying to fit a beanie over your bun when you have to wear a bun for work. So I don't do that. I wear headbands.
Thank God.
I get asked all the time where I get my headbands from.
Do you know who I am?
Who are you?
No, I can't say that I do.
I don't know how to put
this blows me away.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Imagine you live in the town where this clown fucking works, and it's midnights. Clearly there's no administration there, and it's probably a town where they have one officer on the road, him, on midnights. One cop. And you could live in that town, and it's got 2,000, 3,000 people. And it's not going to be it's a small area, right, relative, but you're talking maybe 2-3 square miles. Somebody's breaking into your home. Someone's breaking into your home, and this fucking embarrassment is in the police department dancing for TikTok. Because you know this took him probably 5 or 10 times to get it done right, to sync up the music, to put it up online, to load it, and then he's got to check to see how many likes and follows he gets off of it, all while you're being just fucking ravaged inside of your home by some criminal who broke in, and next thing you know is going to murder your family, your dog, and steal everything. But thank God Officer Reynolds is showing his salsa moves. You support this. You back this, right? You back the blue? Again, this fucking broad. Just sitting there. Yeah, let's go ahead and do some content. Yeah, let's talk into the camera. Let's talk about what's on my mind while I should be working.
You know that if you take 2 steps that way and then turn left, you can get the fuck out of my face.
This is what you back in America.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
I'm blown away. This is what people support in America. These kids have no idea what the law is. No idea what the Constitution is.
What are you, a cop or a model? What you talking about, man? Do something on. I like looking good. What? Fool. I don't hate the player. Hate the game.
This is it, guys. This is a grown fucking man who's a police officer. Grown man.
Pull over the vehicle.
Yeah, grown female who has to stop and do a skit for her content. Use the government job, a government uniform, government
license and registration,
equipment,
please. Thank you, ma'am.
to film a fucking TikTok video.
Ma'am, I got a citation for you. Your license and registration back. But you my twin sister. Ma'am, also your court date gonna be September 25th, 2025. All right. All right. Have a good day. Hi. Yeah, I love them.
I don't know what this is. This is a police officer who can handcuff you, arrest you, take your freedom. Oh, this is the one. This is the one you got to go back to. This woman can take your freedom and or kill you if lawfully necessary, and she can articulate it. Here is the sheriff of Lee County. Oh, you better load.
Please.
Oh, this one we're not going to miss.
Ma'am, I got a citation for you. You get your license and registration back. But you my twin sister. Ma'am, also your court date gonna be September 25th, 2025, all right? All right, have a good day.
Hey! Yeah,
Again, she can arrest you or kill you if she can articulate it.
why you ain't call me?
Sheriff of Lee County. Sheriff of Lee County.
Jumpsuits are red. Justice is sweet. Commit a crime in Lee County, and your ass will get beat.
Somebody arrest that piece of shit domestic terrorist, the sheriff of Lee County. That man is a traitor. That man is a tyrant. That man needs to be removed from office. If any Lee County sheriff's deputies had any integrity whatsoever, that man just made a threat to your entire fucking county. And he's expecting you, little lapdogs, to follow through on it and do his dirty work. Because you know he doesn't have the fucking balls to do it himself. Another video of him recently is online admitting that when he worked as a cop, that he would drive drunk with 3 hours of sleep on the road in uniform. This man needs to be forcibly removed from office by the sheriff's deputies of Lee County. But you know they're not going to do it. Here's a cop who's driving without a seatbelt. You get pulled over for it. Looking at a video, looking at a camera, and talking about how he didn't get laid last night, so he's going to pull you over. It's endless, guys. I can't keep up. Mocking her job. Again, another mental health case. This woman quit. This woman's no longer in law enforcement. Thank fucking God. But how many lives did she ruin when she was on the job?
Your school has no gymnastics team. This is a last resort.
Working Mother's Day instead of being with my two precious crotch goblins. And don't do the fucking job. Don't do the job. Another ghetto, rat shit, black culture fucking thug that does not... How? How is this part of law enforcement? Black community, they are ruining your culture. Females, of course, you gotta have dancing fucking female clowns on the job. 30-30 agenda. Didn't get cracked last night. Didn't have sex last night. Everybody's getting a ticket. Another one saying, here's the one who went national or international. And the music they're using is about a stripper who fucking pours herself out.
People always ask me, Officer Jensen, how do I fix a door? Well, I don't know how to fix a door. My name's not Officer Jensen.
It's my first shift back from maternity leave, and I'm a nervous wreck. I haven't been to work since like late September, and it's my first night shift, so I'm just really anxious, leaving my kids. I'm just a nervous wreck. So with that being said, I thought I would try out both pumps that Mom Cozy sent me, the M5 and the V2, just to tell you my pros and cons about working mom and see which one works better for me.
I don't need to know about the breastfeeding habits of a fucking female who's going to leverage her uniform for attention. If you're a nervous wreck, you shouldn't be doing the job. I don't want you showing up to a fucking goddamn traffic stop. If you're a nervous wreck worried about your kids and what milk your tits fucking produced, this is insane. Here's the deal is right. I cannot back the blue. Not right now in America. There's no fucking way. You have a non-stop, day in, day out, video evidence. So we only know what doesn't happen on video, like with Grady Judd's county that doesn't believe in body cameras, and who God knows who else in America doesn't have body cameras. What is happening to the American citizen every fucking day that we see with use of force issues that are not going to come out for months or years, right? How many more people have to die because of tyrannical, bloodthirsty fucking cops who are itching to kill somebody or beat the shit out of somebody or just don't like somebody for the color of their skin? And how many more people are going to sit there and support them? And how many people are not going to go, we can call this out. We could support the police and still call them out. We could say, this is unacceptable. This is not what your job is. And on the other side of that coin, you only saw, 26 minutes. I had 2.5 hours. Go to TikTok. Force yourself to watch it. Type in TikTok cop in the search. It is a never-ending funnel of videos like this. It's all over America. These cops cannot be trusted. These cops are dangerous. These cops are a problem in America. They do not deserve respect at all, and they do not deserve love and support. And any cop in America who is not stepping up and saying something against this within your department, you do not deserve any of that either. No, right now in America, I do not support the police. No way. You are the domestic terrorists' enemy of the people. Until you're the only ones that could do this. Step up and stop this. Speak out against it. Use social media. If your department's going to let you, then you get in fucking uniform. You use your name, your department, and you condemn the actions of bad cops, and you support law enforcement. You support the righteousness of it. You support the Constitution. You support we the people. Until you do that, you are the enemy of the people. No calls tonight. You need to sit in this. You need to sit there and truly think. If you're pissed at me, I don't care. You cannot, in any good conscience, support the shit that we see every single day in America with bad cops. And you can't support these TikTok cops out there. They are killing the profession. They are causing the death of other cops. Somebody texted the other day in a chat that said, well, there's been 28 cops who were shot in the month of July alone. How many of them had backup officers that were TikTok cops who didn't know what they were doing? How many were TikTok cops? How many didn't focus on things? How many shot their own partner because they didn't know what they're doing? Police officers today are the most dangerous people in America. They are the ones that you should be terrified of if you're stopped. You should have your camera phone rolling all the time. If you have a cell phone, you are not safe around them. This is the totality around the profession until the silent majority steps up and does their fucking job. Until then, no. I do not back the American police officer until they show they are worthy of being supported and backed again. That's tonight. That's tonight. Cop Talk Live on PayPal, Patreon, coptalklive.org. Email us, coptalklive911@gmail.com, or text or call 708-982-0974. Very, very sad I even had to talk about this tonight. But here's the deal was right. I don't even know why I can articulate that I love the police anymore. Hopefully, I'll find a reason again.